The children have just escaped Godin's custody. So we are basically his men and we're chasing the kids. We're trying to get them back because of course they've disobeyed us. So we're here. Some of us are shooting to kill right now. Some are scaring. It's a mayhem. It's mayhem going on right now. But the worst thing is kids are outsmarting us. So there's nothing we can do.
That was very energetic.
That was really energetic.
Thank you.
I
couldn't put it there.
That was brilliant. Let's go. Okay. Action.
So my overall philosophy behind this production has been about giving pupils the opportunity. I'm going to start again, because I don't like starting like that.
That's okay.
Okay. I just think that the most important thing to me about this production is giving pupils an opportunity to be on stage, because theatres have been closed and they haven't had an opportunity to work together and practically explore and have fun together during lockdown when schools were closed last term. And so my philosophy has been, even if today is the last rehearsal and school had to close tomorrow, it's about having something fun in the immediacy and being creative right in the moment. Hi, I'm Rebecca Clark and I'm the Director of Drama at Stowe School. Over the summer, we planned a production for this term after having to cancel our production last term because the school was closed, and so we didn't really have any drama. It was very difficult to teach drama through our distance learning programme. So we kind of thought long and hard about how we might be able to operate, given the fact that we have got a lot of constraints around social distancing that we have to apply in the theatre and in drama lessons. And also we didn't know how things were kind of going to pan out either. So we planned something which we felt would have a bit of a fail-safe, regardless of whether we decided that we actually had to not continue with physical rehearsals, and perhaps we could do something where we captured things on camera. So we had a product really at the end, was the idea that whichever way we went, we would have something to take away and to remember the whole process by. So we've got a massive bumper cast of 79 it started out at, and it's sort of fluctuated with pupils coming and going because they might be socially distancing or isolating or quarantining. So roughly 80 members of the whole school community from third formers all the way to upper sixth.
Hi, I'm James. I am Toby in the play, who is like a slave boy who's kind of servant to Mr. Godin.
Mr. Godin, who's the character I play.
My character is Mrs. Milcott. I'm Alice, who's Mrs. Ashbrook's daughter.
Well, I'm playing Alexander, who's the son of Sir Ashbrook.
My character is Mr. Ashbrook, and I am the Lord of the estate Ashbrook, where a lot of this play is set.
Mrs. Lynch, she's something. Mrs. Lynch works for the Ashbrook family.
My character is someone who takes babies off mothers who can't can't keep them themselves for whatever reason. And he says that he's going to deliver them to the Coram Hospital, but instead he takes the babies and kills them and buries them, and just keeps the money for himself. So he's not really the nicest person in the world.
And this gives us a real insight straight away into the sinister underbelly of this 18th century Gloucestershire world.
What is up with you? Get up! What is the matter with you?
Coram Boy has thematically an issue-based heart to it. So it's tackling fundamentally what it is to be poor, what it is to be disabled, what it is to be somebody who is a black person or a person who is perhaps lower on the social scale, particularly in the 18th century.
Dare you speak to him in such a way? People like you do not forgive these things. You're very selective with your compassion.
Because it's an adaptation, it's one of those plays that's going to be multi-locational. It's going to involve an awful lot of orchestration to put it on stage. So it's kind of come on and off my shelf as is now the time to do this play. And the more that I'm working with the pupils, the more it's revealing itself to be really interesting as a children's novel, but also as a piece of theatre that has some more complex and dark, sinister undertones to it as well.
Last chance for your bucket, string, ribbons, threads, pots and pans, all your household needs. The ferry's on its way. Grab it while you...
Stop! Temporary reset. Max, can you go this way rather than walking back?
What's your job, buddy? What's your job?
Just sitting here.
What do you think of him? Is he doing well?
Yeah, he's doing well.
Last chance for all your pots and pans, your buckets, strewn, strings, thread, all your household needs. I thought it was a bucket. It's a bucket.
It's really lovely to film next to the lake
Yeah, I
and
think
stuff.
it's so cool to be filming as well as on the stage. I just think it's so cool.
It's quite cool. It does feel like a movie set. It's weird. You ought to think about different things compared to stage acting. A lot more sort of subtle things you ought to think about. But it's fun. It is really fun.
Oh, it's made me like broaden my mind of like how to act and how to like portray my character different ways.
They love it. They are so excited by the film aspect, and perhaps they are cast members that really do well in front of a camera as opposed to on a stage, because they've got the nuances, they're able to play the camera in that very naturalistic way, which is a different skill to stage acting. So I think for some of them, they found it has really been eye-opening and given them an opportunity to go, gosh, I'm actually very good at this.
Trade secret, ladies. Trade secret.
Because it was lovely the other day, wasn't it, when Eleanor did that scene with the two kids. So in this scene, the young Ashbrooks have discovered skulls of the babies that have been buried by Otis and Meshach. The fact that they could actually run out of the trees into this arena that we had found where previously we had shot the burying of the bodies, actually in a kind of different seasonal feel, was really exciting for them. And they could really bring to life that idea that, oh my gosh, beneath my feet, beneath the leaves here and the earth, there are the bodies of babies. Their access to the character and what's going on, and the fact that they don't have to think about stagecraft, they can just be themselves, is a really, really fantastic skill. I can see that many of them are starting to develop.
Yeah, it's really great to be able to showcase the grounds. It's a lovely place to be. Who could complain?
And we're using Stowe as our stage, which is pretty cool.
So we wanted to get out into the grounds and give the pupils the opportunity to explore our landscape gardens and the building. And also the play is set in 1750, which was the same time that the gardens were opened to the public as the first theme park in the world.
I think also kind of Stowe represents how my house would have looked like as well, because obviously it was built probably around the same time that Coram Boy was set.
Also now very excited about the fact that they've got just a few weeks to go before the production comes onto stage. And I think they've been incredibly flexible and supportive of each other as well, and the circumstances. So they've really understood the way that we're having to work and been responsive to that and seen it as an opportunity as opposed to a challenge. so rather than having to distance on stage being something that hampers blocking or the movement of actors in space, it's actually what advantages can we have, what exciting things can we discover through this different way of working.
Everyone brings their own energy, and it's lovely to have different energies which then all come together to make this fantastic production.
So this is a collaboration between music and drama, which is really exciting for Stowe. Not only are we using Handel's music, but we're also, the music department, are discovering other music from the time period, and so we're interweaving that through as underscore. So it's a really wonderful opportunity for us to look at the work and respond to what the pupils are doing and respond to what's coming out of the film work, and then apply something that feels right in the moment musically. So yeah, working with art and working with music, because we're all in the same field, is just fascinating. It's so wonderful because there's so much cross-fertilisation. So the art department have also moved into designing costumes for us. So we've got some really exciting kind of steampunk costume going on, inspired by the 18th century, but also with a kind of contemporary edge as well. Everybody's having breeches, and we've got somebody busily making up 80 pairs at the moment.
80 pairs of breeches.
I think it's amazing for Stowe, because I think what it means is that our pupils get a chance to be, on one hand, a musician and be drawn to music, but then through that to find theatre, because they're becoming involved in the production. So we have that sort of interwoven process for the pupils as well.
Tell her it's dead. This is the only way. Tell her.
We have 4 years of catching up to them. No.
William, there!
Considering most theatres are closed, you know, and that we've put on a show, like a great show like this, and like the quality of it is just, we're really lucky.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
As an upper sixth former, how does it feel knowing that this is going to be your last Stowe Congreve?
Don't. I'm actually really emotional. Could cry right now. It's fine. I'm really sad because 7th play. Loved it.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Stowe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is providing something that I think is really special at this particular time.
Fabulous. Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you.
High five.
I can.